GMFB best guests in the game. We got Telvin Smith, Latavius Murray, all playing this weekend. We're live in New York on this Friday, January 19th. Peter Schrager and Kyle Branton, Nate Burleson. I'm Kay. What up? It is time for the Lead Block.
Lead Block. I always want to feel like I'm the best quarterback for this team. I want to earn it every single day.
He looked me like a laser eye to eye, and he said, I'm the best decision this organization has ever made.
The Patriots are Super Bowl champions! Led by the greatest quarterback. Tom off the snap, drops back. He's looking for Cooks in the end zone. Caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
There's two names you play for. You play for the name on your back, and then when you look around, we all play for one name.
Let's go! What's their name? Jaguar!
Woo!
Cool, pretty cool.
Can't wait.
Cannot wait for Championship Sunday to kick off just 2 sleeps away. We have an awesome slate ahead that includes 2 must-see matchups. First, the defending champs, the Pats, in their unprecedented 7th straight AFC Championship game, taking on and hosting the Jacksonville Swagwars. That's what the prompter says. It's not what I would ever say. But then it's the Vikings and the Eagles, of course, in Philadelphia, with Minnesota looking to become the first team ever to play in the Super Bowl in their own home stadium. So we do this every week. There's no reason to stop now. Monday's headlines today. I will start it off. I asked you guys a question at the table. Who could be a more dangerous, or who is a more dangerous running back in the playoffs left than Deion Lewis? Well, maybe the running back on the other side of the field in Leonard Fournette, right? Because he came out there, crushed it against the Steelers, 3 touchdowns, hurt his ankle. But this is a guy who got in a car accident, his Maybach got rear-ended this week. He's out there wearing his LSU pads. Kyle, did you see this?
So he's wearing his college pads, the actual pads from college?
He says that they fit better. The ones in the NFL are too wide, so they asked if he could send.
I like it.
And they're like poking under. They asked him if he was going to get fined. He's like, I better not get fined. What are you talking about? Love that he's doing that. He's been such a monster. He's averaging 105 total yards over the last 5 games. And don't tell me that you can't run on the Patriots, because you can. They've allowed 4.7 yards a carry this season. They are susceptible to the run. If Leonard Fournette, even not at 100%, I know that he hurt his ankle. He did not look the same in the second half last week, but he's been playing hurt all year, and really productively at that. So my headline is
What you got?
Lenny and the Jags.
Oh, breaking news.
Lenny and the Jags. And if he happens to be reeling from the ankle injury and ineffective, and if they take him out of the game, then Lenny Curry, my headline for the mayor, friend of the show, who just watches our show every day and just tweeted this. Telvin Smith dropped this line. Can you read it for me, Peter?
I'll say it as Lenny Curry. Telvin Smith dropped this line on GMFB Freestyle Friday. This is the mayor of Jacksonville, guys. We've got the city on our backs. Get loose. Giving love to the man up above. Hashtag GMFB.
Sounds a little different.
Freestyle Friday. Yes.
But either way, Lenny and the Jags.
Lenny! I love it. Lenny and the Jags.
It's hard not to do.
I like that he wears his college pads. You know, it's like you get your first apartment, you're like, I still want my old couch from the college, you know? It's got beer all over it.
Beanbag.
I don't care. Yeah, give me my beanbag chair. I'm comfortable in this.
Bring it with me. I don't care.
My lava lamp.
Not
My
negotiable.
toaster oven.
Not negotiable.
I love that. Good for him.
It's crazy that happened.
He's comfortable.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
Feel good, play good, play good. You know how it goes. My headline I always take from 1980s music, okay, as you know. This week is no different. It comes from the year 1985 when an Austrian musician named Falco had a #1 hit on the charts. He had a song about Mozart's popularity, his demons, his debt. And I look at this game with Tom Brady against the Jacksonville Jaguars, and when you look at Brady, you got to hit him, okay? You got to rush him. You got to rock him, okay? And so my headline, reveal it, everyone, is Rock Me Calais. Calais, exactly right. Guys, Calais Campbell, Tom Brady's been through a lot, all right? He's been hit, he's been beaten. Let me ask you this. In those Ravens, Jets, and Giants teams that have beaten him in those big playoff games we talked about, Did any of them have a pass rusher? I asked the audience. Anyone have a pass rusher who's 6'8", 300? Peter, did they?
No.
Did any of them, I would even say, have a pass rusher 6'8", 300 who had 14.5 sacks? Tuck never had 14.5. OC never had more than 14.5. Trevor Price, Sean Ellis, all these dudes have never got after it as big as that man right there, number 93. Hit Brady, beat Brady, rock me, Calais. That's for you, Falco.
I love it, Falco.
That's the guy.
Not Shane.
Not Shane, just Falco, like Prince. One name.
My headline, the Eagles are underdogs again at home, and I feel like the people who make these things, they're not thinking about what that does for the Eagles, because what it does, it inspires them to win. There is a long history of Eagles home underdog victories in the playoffs. 1980 NFC Championship game, they played the Cowboys. They were underdogs. They won. 1995, they played the Lions in a wild card game at home. They were underdogs. They won. 2000, in the wild card round, the Bucs came to town. The Rondé Barber, John Lynch Bucs. The Bucs were 3-point favorites. Don't worry, the Eagles won. And then last week, the Falcons were 3-point favorites. And who came in but the Eagles and won? So guess what? Here we are. And who's favored this weekend? The Vikings. So my headline, it sounds like a bad 80s movie or a Larry the Cable Guy movie, but I'm just going with dog birds. Dog birds. Dog birds. And I'll tell you what, if we see the footage of the Eagles last week taking on the Falcons, this is what I want to see. But guys, I don't like to necessarily embody a team and say, hey, I'm Johnny come lately. But I'll tell you what, sometimes you feel inspired. And when I see these masks and I see all that's going on with this team, I think, I wish I could show how I'm a part of this. And
how would you ever do that?
I wish I could represent. Am I going to show the mask? No, I don't do masks. Not this guy.
Don't cover that face.
I don't want to cover this one.
The money maker.
Put it on here. Because I'm all in. I'm going in with these guys.
Yeah!
The dog birds. Look at this. You want to call the Eagle. Look at his collar. I look really snazzy. This is it. And guys, I've got ones for all of you. You're welcome to wear it. You're welcome to wear it. Kyle, here's yours. All right.
Sure, I'll take it.
Obviously, here's yours. Nate, here's yours.
I never have to buy T-shirts ever.
Yeah, because it's right.
This is it. We know that they're the underdogs. They're 4-0 in these home underdogs. The shirt says the Philadelphia Underdogs. My headline this weekend, guys.
Dog birds.
It's all about the dog birds. Sounds like a great movie, right?
I love it.
Lou Gossett Jr. in Dog Birds.
Dog birds.
Mario Van Peebles in
Mario Van Peebles.
Coming up, Casper Van Dien stars in Dog Birds 2. Lance Henriksen is the villain.
What is the actual dog bird? It's a dog with a wing? Like,
I don't know.
Dog bird.
It's your headline, Peter.
Don't ask me.
No, I don't know what a dog bird is.
It's all about Falco.
That's right.
Falco. I know bird dog.
All right, well, I guess I'm up. Listen, I'll take you back, and we've done it before on the show, and I'll do it again. Here's a little storyline. We got Mike Zimmer. He's had countless procedures on his eye. I believe it's 7 up to date. Their starting quarterback goes down. Their second quarterback goes down. Their starting running back goes down. You talk about an underdog story. They've been living it all season. Case Keenum's coming in. He's been making a case for himself all year. Their wide receiver duo, one of the best in the league. Thielen, number 2 in the league. The running backs, best in the league as a duo. They are 12-0 when these guys rush over 100 yards. They have over 2,000 yards from scrimmage, 15 touchdowns total between them. Defensive backs. Aging Terrence Newman, Xavier Rhodes, still out there. Harrison Smith, one of the best in the game. Linebackers, defensive line anchored by Everson Griffin. So this ultimate story. And then last year, leading up into that point where we're all sitting there saying, well, you know what, Vikings, it was a good run. No. It was meant to be. Stephon Diggs catches that ball. Marcus Williams, he misses like there's Prince out there, Angels in the outfield, screens him away. Stephon gets an end zone, and boom, touchdown, one of the biggest plays of the game. And for me, being a former Viking, I'm not biased because of that. I'm biased because with the talent they have,
Want them to
you're
win? They would
supposed
never
to
do
be-
that.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. I mean,
You got
listen,
plenty of shirts.
Look at my Instagram. I don't sell myself for clothes and shoes and stuff like that. That's just not my style.
Shout out to Mitchell and Ness.
But I will say this. The Vikings, they are saying something about their squad, and they're living by this. Let's bring it home, baby. Bring it. Take that, Shrek. Victorious. Now, listen, I would love to rock your shirt, but then that would be saying that I believe in the Eagles winning this game.
Whoa.
I do feel like
What's happening?
the Minnesota Vikings are meant to go to Minnesota and play in the Super Bowl in mini, so it is going to be a victorious weekend. A victorious.
Bring it home, huh?
Bring it home, baby. Minnesota Vikings, we thank you. You guys sent these to us. Of
amazing.
course, our ultimate connect here, Mr. Schrager,
The man.
who knows more
I like
people
those, though. Bring it home, Skull. Now, Kay, you got
Kevin
both of
Bacon.
them.
I don't know what to do. I'm going to have Will Selva help me. Will.
Get in here, Will. What do we got?
We got a little
Putting
bit
me on the
of,
spot there?
got a little bit of this, got a little bit of that. What's your favorite color out of these two? Teal?
I think, oh boy, I think I would probably go purple. I think I would have to go victorious.
He's rocking that. All right.
We'll decide. I think we're going to do picks later in the show.
think we are, too.
So stay tuned for that. We're going to go dome or home after this.
Nice. Well done. That is what we call a tease in the business, professionally done by 1K Adams. As for the news, offensive coordinator for the Vikings expected to be named the new head coach of the Giants after his team's season is over, but Minnesota hoping that doesn't happen until after an appearance in Super Bowl 52. In the meantime, Pat Shurmur brings some honors on Thursday. He was named NFL Assistant Coach of the Year by the Pro Football Writers Association for his work as the Vikings OC. Minnesota's offense ranking 11th in total offense during the regular season. Vikings head coach Mike Zimmer says Pat Shurmur very worthy of the honor.
It's an unbelievable honor. I'm happy for Pat. Pat has done an outstanding job. In my opinion, he deserves to be Assistant Coach of the Year. And I think it's great. He's done outstanding with getting the players, mixing them in, talking, using them in the right place. Done a good job of molding everything together. He's a good guy. We've worked well together, and I think he works well with the rest of the staff.
As for one of Zim's wide receivers, Adam Thielen was back at practice on Thursday, albeit on a limited basis. Thielen missing Wednesday's session with a lower back injury. He had 6 catches for 74 yards in the win over the Saints. Meanwhile, Jaguars running back Leonard Fournette limited at practice on Thursday as he deals with a sprained ankle. Fournette also making a bit of news earlier in the week after being involved in a car accident, a minor one. He spoke to reporters for the first time about it on Thursday.
It was crazy because, I wasn't really worried about it. The bump was on the ground, and I was in a car waiting for the police to come. And he just came out of nowhere like, man, can you sign this for me? I'm like, you want me to sign a bumper? You know what I mean? And he was like, yeah. And like, whatever, it's cool.
What was the damage to the car, total price?
Man, I don't know. I mean, the bump was probably like $50,000 by itself, so I don't know. I don't know what insurance they have or who they with, but.
$50,000 for a bumper? Do you realize that Nate's sneaker collection is more than $50,000, more than that bumper?
I don't know that we know
that is insane.
No, my sneaker collection, they're all free shoes, so it can cost me.
That much for a bumper, but he's worried about a fine.
So we don't have a
and
tally
LSU
for
pads?
it.
I don't know. Priorities out of whack. Great stuff there, though. Lenny and the Jags. Will Silva will talk to you in a little bit, but let's talk now about the Ohio State star, J.T. Barrett, leaving as maybe the best quarterback.